welcome. Good morning. Tuesday, March 24th, 10 o'clock class. Gentle morning flow. So if you're new to yoga, new with me, do what you can. Just show up and bring your breath. If you have a mat, great. If not, just find a quiet spot in your home, wherever you are today, probably home. And let's see, what else? If you have blocks, have them handy. Sometimes they're nice to give you added arm extension. Again, welcome if you're just tuning in. My name's Erica. I'm in Glendale, Wisconsin. I teach about 9-10 classes a week. Fox Point, Mequon, downtown for a corporate class. My style is flow, vinyasa, light to moderate, gentle to moderate, with options to go up or down, depending on your level of workout that you want, and just what you want out of it. It's your time, your practice. This will be about a 50-minute class. We might kind of spill over a little bit. It'll be just a nice time to recenter, find your ground, your balance, and just renew body, mind, spirit. Especially in stressful times like this, it can deplete our energy reserves, our spirit, our confidence, our joy. It can really be zapped. So practices like this, self-care is super important, whatever it is, but yoga is a nice kind of combo of cardio, stretching, flexibility, centering, focusing, relaxation. We'll end class with a nice, probably 5 to 7 minutes of relaxation, meditation, where we'll get started now. So grab your spot, come to the center of your mat. We'll start in standing today, feet under your hips, finding that ground, taking up space, getting vertical, and capturing the quality of the breath. Let's start tuning in to the breath. We breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, deep. The exhale helps empty out the stale energy, stress. So again, breathe in, lots of peace. Breathe out, lots of peace. Again, inhale, exhale, lengthening through the spine. Again, grounding through your feet. Feet might be about hip width, maybe wider depending on your stability and balance, maybe narrower. So a little softness in your knees. Let's take it up. Inhale, exhale. Getting into the flow, coordinating the breath. Breath guides the movement. Think of the breath as our GPS. Again, inhale, exhale, one more. Like we're tracing the sun, again, greeting the day. Now this one, take it up. Clasp your hands at the top, maybe interlace or just kind of grab on. Let's turn those palms up. Squeeze your elbows, inhale. Exhale, take it over. Nice side stretch. Inhale again, up. Exhale, over. Again, with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Grounding through your feet. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale back up, exhale, release. Sweep your hands down. To your sides, give your shoulders a nice big roll. Inhale up, exhale down and back. We're going to clasp behind our back now. If you can, maybe you're just grabbing onto your pants, your shirt, kind of whatever you can grab onto. Opening the heart, squeeze the elbows, push the knuckles down, heart up. Stretch through the front body. Inhale, exhale, release that. Let it go. Turn those palms out again. Inhale again, take it up. Clasp at the top now. Inhale, push that sky up. Exhale, side bend. Find something new. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you push your hips a little further away. Bring a little more. Again, we bring the breath. Again, inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale up, exhale again. Hands down again, big shoulder loop. Inhale, exhale again, clasp behind. However you can grab, maybe it's just your pants, your shirt. Squeeze. Stretch the heart, open the heart again. Sunshine pouring in. Exhale again, release. Big inhale up. Again, exhale, soften your shoulders, kind of like you're holding the sun now. Push it up, push that sky away. Inhale, exhale again, side bend. Last set here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, one more. Inhale, exhale again, sweep. Let it go. Roll those shoulders. Set the hands behind. Inhale, heart. Exhale, now we're going to push the hips back. We're bending forward. Relax the neck. Inhale, now stretch the heart forward. Push the hips up and back. Squeeze those arms. Exhale, let it go. Sweep the arms around. Fold your arms, kind of like genie arms. And just let the weight of your upper body fall. Maybe knees bend. Nice forward fold, emptying out tension. And again, breathing in. Lots of loving kindness. Breathing out lots of loving kindness. This is a good time to kind of greet more of the body. Get that breath into every little nook of darkness. Let the light, shine in with the breath. Now release hands down, sink your hips back. We're going to take a big sweep up. So power into your feet, belly to spine. We're taking that slow sweep up. Reach to sky. Exhale, heart. Just recentering, resetting, capturing that magic, that energy, that fire and heat and sun shine that we brought in first round. Now inhale again, sweep up, hands clasp again. Inhale, push that sky up. Exhale, side bend. We're going to smooth this out. One breath, one movement. Inhale, exhale, sweep the hands down again, clasp behind. Inhale, heart. Exhale again, forward. Head relaxes. Inhale, now push, kind of a half fold. Exhale, release. Arms again, fold back. Hang heavy here. Hips maybe push up. Head hangs. Release hands now. Again, draw into your core, bracing your back. Power into your feet. Inhale up. Exhale, just sweep the hands down. We're back to heart opener. Inhale. Exhale again, fold forward. Maybe a little more bend in your knees if your back needs it. Inhale, stretch. Exhale again, release. This time hands to ground. Even if you need to sink And bend your knees a little more. We'll be taking a step back to a lunge. So hands come down, maybe blocks. You might be on fingertips. Take your left foot back, lunge. So your heel is up. Again, we're taking up space. Crown to back heel, drawing into the midline. Breathe in, breathe out. And that out breath, we're taking that back knee down. Release your toes, maybe wiggle. Kneeling lunge, low lunge. Finding a little more ground. Inhale, heart. Knee over ankle. Again, let's take a breath in. Inhale. Exhale, now step this front foot back. So both knees down, about hip width. Hands forward, hips roll back, child's pose. We're sinking the hips back, taking more ground, more space. From the top to our backside. Just a nice reset here. Checking in. So we're coming up. Hands walk a little closer under your shoulders. We're going to fire up the core a bit. Variation on our table. It's a hovering table, kind of a nice modification to a down dog. So you can certainly go there again if you want that higher option. Table, a little lower option. We're just here gathering alignment, our breath. So if you want a little more power, you're pushing into the tops of the toes, your feet. And again, we're hovering, we're lifting the knees, firing up that core, push that ground away, inhale, exhale, softly lower. And again, we're back to child's pose to release, empty out that breath. Now your left foot steps forward. So we are back to lunge, our low lunge. Maybe fingertips, palms. Square the shoulders, reach the heart, breathe in, again, sunshine, breathe out, sunshine. We need. So our back toes curl under, take an inhale, up, full lunge, and then we're stepping forward on the exhale, kneading the front foot, hanging low, forward fold. Again, a little time to check in. Empty out that tension. Now again, power into your feet, your core. We're taking that big sweep up again. Inhale. Exhale again. Circle the hands down. We're back to our heart opener. Clasping the hands, reach the heart. Squeeze the elbows. Bend your knees. We're exhaling forward. Hinging at the hips. Inhale, stretch. Pull a little more energy in. Exhale again, release. Hands to ground, hips to sky. Fold. Press. Soften now. Left foot steps back. And again, we're back to lunge. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, step front foot back. Your child's pose, your down dog option. Enjoy a breath or two. Bring the love. And again, we're back to that hover table. So little hands are not quite under your shoulders, a little more forward. Again, do what you can. You're pressing through your feet. Squeeze. Squeeze the knees up. Eyes to thumbs. Inhale. Exhale again. Slowly lower. Take that nice, refreshing, restoring child's pose. it out. Next inhale, we're coming up, taking left foot forward. Our lunge. So knee over hip, or I'm sorry, knee over ankle. Back toes we're pressing into. You can curl the back toes if you cramp. Not unusual to cramp. All these unusual movements. So we're inhaling, heart forward. Exhale, grounding. Next inhale, curl the toes under. We're lifting that back knee. Full lunge. Exhale again, step forward. Softening. Belly in again. Bracing our core. We're sweeping up slow, super slow. Meeting at heart center. And again, this reset back to home base. Relax shoulders. So let's meet in a straddle stand. So we're stepping wide, our feet a little wider than shoulder width. Heels turn in. I like to take a little time to just wake the hips up, the legs, check any little, dings and stressors in the joints, work out any little just bubbles. So we're pressing into our pinky toes now, staying in this wide straddle. Again, taking in some sunshine now, sunflowers. So it's a big sweeping flow. We sweep the arms up, circling like you're tracing the sun. Now as you exhale, you're squatting, pushing the knees out, circle the arms. Inhale, exhale. So your option to stay up and stacked with your upper body. If you want a little more, as you come down, hinge forward. So you get a little more of a fold, a little more strength in the legs, a little more back. Release. Make sure to brace and engage your core. Abdominals hugging your spine. And again, just let that good energy flow. The breath, again, guides the movement. Inhale up. Exhale, circle it down. Couple more. Again, last one. Inhale, exhale. So this one, we're coming back to heart. We're going to step to the top of the mat together. Feet, again, under us, coming into our warriors, our standing strength. So hands to heart. Again, set. Head, heart, hips. Again, capturing that magic of the breath. Our awareness, that good energy we're welcoming. Again, sunshine in to the darkest corners. So our left foot steps back, and we slightly angle that back foot, warrior one. So we're powering into that front foot, bending this front leg. Pressing into our pinky toe. Now this back hip wants to kind of slink back. Let's push it more forward to square up with the front. Lift up and out through your upper body. Now hands down. Inhale, take a good sweep up. And again, you're clasping at the top, rooting through your feet. Brace and engage your core. Now we're taking that side bend at the top like we did at the front of the practice. Inhale again, back up. Exhale again, stay rooted, stay centered. One more. Inhale, exhale. Now release. Sweep the hands down. Again, we're clasping behind again, interlacing or grabbing on to your shirt, your pants. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, now float in the heart forward. Push into that back leg. Squeeze your hips. Humble warrior. Now release your hands. Find the ground again. Fingertips back, heel lifts. Kind of a, we're passing through a lunge. Stepping the back foot a little further forward. Pyramids. We're landing the back heel. Lift the heart. Stretch. So more of a stretch pose through that front leg. Exhale, let it go. Soften. Now, kind of squish that back foot a little further out. Turn your heel into the midline to line up with your front heel. We're going to sweep up kind of like a, a reverse cartwheel. We're taking both hands up. Your left arm spirals up and over. Warrior two. Landing. Push that front knee over your ankle. If you want a little more strength, you have that good parallel thigh, maybe a little lifted if you need to release some tired energy. Our warrior two, so gazing down the front wrist, sharp lines here, power, light, strength. Now, sun warrior, reverse warrior, back hand down, the back leg, front palm lifts. Maybe we curl it back. Again, hugging the sun and release. So let that go. We're going to turn back to the straddle. So kind of back where we started. Turn those heels in, reset your ground, little flush out of that tired energy. We're kind of at the peak of the practice. A little more cardio, a little more strength. So again, we're back to those sunflowers to just regroup. Again, do what you can. Maybe it's just arms today. Just bring the breath. Show up for yourself, whole self, your truth. Beauty of practicing at home, we can step away, take a break, or challenge ourselves more. No one's watching, so we can fall if we need to. Couple more. Last one. And again, we are back to heart. We're going to step back to the top of the mat together. So we're back to that warrior flow. This time right foot back. Take your time getting there. If you need to check your, check yourself, your ground. We use the mat as our grid of alignment if you have a mat. So again, power down, back foot slightly turns out. But that means that back hip wants to follow. The challenge is to get that hip forward, engaging our back a bit. Lift the upper ribs. Draw the lower ribs down and in. Power into your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale, push that ceiling up. Let's take that side bend again. Again, do what you can. This will challenge your balance a bit. One more. Inhale, exhale. Maybe it's a little inch. Inhale, exhale again. Release. Again, your version of heart opener. Clasp those hands. Inhale, heart. Sunshine in. Exhale, pour that sunshine down. Again, hands release. Find the floor in some way. Maybe you're up on your thigh. This is our pyramid. So you can tuck the back foot in a little bit closer. Heel down. Now try to straighten the front leg. Glue your belly in and think of lengthening the lines. Lengthen your spine. But relax your neck. Equal weight through both feet. Now, power. So you can kind of soften the knees a bit, but you're powering into your feet, your core. We're cartwheeling up sweeping up, take your right arm up and over the back foot. So we're opening that foot. The sharp edge or knife edge of your foot, the outer edge aligns with the back edge. Nice sharp footing. Sharp, clean lines here. Stretch again into your power. Relax shoulders. Breathe. We got this. Now back, hand down. Sun warrior. Sweep it up again. Trace that sun. For courage. And release. So again, hand down, we're back to straddle. Again, that reset. Roll the shoulders out. Now your option to hop in if you're feeling good, or you're just heel toeing your feet in. Maybe a combo. And we're back with our feet under us, resetting, checking in. This gets us to short little balance series or practice. So balance is a nice way to integrate the lessons of the practice. Flexibility, strength, focus. So bringing that all together. So lots of options. This will be our tree pose. So there's lots of ways to express a tree. Just like in nature, there's little shrubs. There's big, giant 50-foot trees. There's vertical trees. So whatever you can do. Maybe both feet are down. So hands to heart, feet to ground, crown to sky, belly to spine. All those boxes we check of awareness. Again, do what you can. We push ego back and just go with the flow. Be willing to wobble. That's when we learn more. So your left knee up. So you can start just kind of a primer, priming this hip. Little swing. Imagine that ball under your foot. Now the full tree, you swing this knee out. So open knee, open hip. Now I like to start with the heel. So it's either down at your ankle, your shin, maybe up at your thigh if your hips are really flexible, and then just float the toes. We just want to avoid the knee. Try not to rest at the knee, and you're pushing into that midline. So leg to foot, hip to hip, heart up. Try not to slink down because you're feeling those hips. Get vertical, take up space. And again, your tree, maybe it's hands up with palms meeting. Maybe it's, holding that sunshine, sun soaking up her courage. Keep breathing. Steady. And release. Shake that out a little bit, laugh a little bit. So again, we come back to the beginning. Feet together, hands to heart, maybe hands at your sides. What helps you steady? Maybe you step away and grab the wall. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe today it's just here. Be okay with a little. Some days we have more, in the cup. This might be a day to be extra gentle with ourselves. A lot of us are a little extra fragile these days, so are we breathing? Are we smiling? And again, bring it back. Shake it out. Appreciate now both feet to the ground. That's what's extra nice about balance practice. We feel more grounded after the fact. Okay, now how do I feel now with both feet to the ground? So let's come back to the front of the mat. We're going to work it down to the ground again, taking it down here. So let's inhale up, stretch. Exhale again, circle the hands. Inhale, heart. Exhale again, that float down, maybe more bend in your knees this time. Inhale, stretch. Half fold, exhale, release. Hands touch ground. Shuffle out your back. Feet maybe come a little bit wider. Hands low, you're going to step left foot back. Again, we're back to lunge, maybe knee down, maybe up, or staying up if you want. And again, more strength. Squeeze your hips. Breathe. Now, even if your knee is down, hands come down, you're going to step right foot back. So even if you're kneeling, you're going to step back to either kneeling plank or full plank. Again, do what you can. Maybe your knees down and back to that hovering table from the beginning. Inhale, exhale. Now one knee down and then the other. Replace the toes down. Let's all take a nice kind of repairing, healing moment in child's pose. So set back the hips. Take any variation of child's, maybe this one. Hands come in, supporting your head, more like a little pillow. What refreshes you? What refills the cup? Here we just bring the breath. Self-care, self-love. Peace in, sunshine out. So slowly making our way up and out of that. Use your hands to press up. We're going to turn over to our seat. Can take your legs out, stretch, walk the hips a bit. So getting into, these will be a little bit longer holds now, a little less flow, less vinyasa, but more, because now we're warmed, muscle tissue are nice and warmed and invigorated. So now we can spend a little more time in some deeper stretches and holds. So again, do what you can. I will cue you through it. So let's take your right leg in. Still adjusting to teaching to a camera. So knee in, we're kind of rolling around this hip socket. Refreshing, maybe shoulders, breathe. Now, we're gonna, with your opposite hand, it slides under your foot. Take the outer edge of your foot, again, or your pant leg, whatever you can get a hold of. This is cradle the baby. So toes are flexed. Imagine hugging your inner thigh and shin up to your heart. Engage your core. Try not to slink back or round back. We want a nice tall spine. Breathe. Maybe a little rock. Nothing wrong with moving. Just keeps you tuned in and plugged into what's going on here. So our cradle the baby, nice prep. We'll take this foot down, so it's sole to foot to your inner thigh. Maybe out a little bit, see what works. This is a good place if you had a block or a pillow, something to kind of stack and support this leg, fill that gap. If you're really, locked up here in this hip. So it's a slight hip opener, knee opener. We'll take it to a fold. But first inhaling up through center, nice tall spine, engaged core, and then almost like you're looking up and over a fence. So think of reaching your heart. Try not to over round your back. And it's kind of this tiptoeing down, breath by breath. Remember, the breath is your guide. The breath is, your cue to listen to the body. This is where we're kind of exploring that edge. We want it to feel like something, but it shouldn't feel hurtful or painful. Just that good and a happy, feel good stretch, pushing the hips back. No wrong place to bring your hands, just what supports you. Get you involved completely. So it's not just a leg stretch, it's back, hips. Good for cardiovascular stretching. So that everything can flow more efficiently, purely. Are we pushing this knee out? Are we still breathing? It's not about getting to your toes or your feet or getting to an exact place. It's more about what happens along the way. How does it feel? Again, pushing back that ego. That's what's kind of nice about home practice. We don't have neighbors, to compare ourselves to. So walk it back up. Again, belly still in, chin tucked. Again, that kind of almost like you're climbing a ladder, very slow to support the back, especially because we spent a little time there, so you might have got further than you thought you would. So again, we're floating this knee up, stretch that leg out, whatever you need to work out from that a little bit. And again, a little hip walk. So we are to the other side now. So your left knee. And again, this is kind of our prep, our primer, oiling this hip, see what's going on. How does your back feel? Is this side going to need a little more support? A little less, a little more maybe? So again, this was our cradle. Wrap your hand around that knife edge of your foot, hugging. And again, this is that exploring, listening. Good place to, close your eyes. I know you're watching me, but it's really good, especially in these longer holds now, to close your eyes so you really are tuned into what is happening. Again, the language your body speaks, your breath guides. So this was our, again, soft landing. We never want to, clunk down. Super thoughtful. Sole to thigh. Again, a little hip shuffle. Gets you a little more room in the hips. Again, maybe a pillow under this leg if you're really locked up and already just miserable here. Again, it's a process, so if you let go of what you think you're feeling, and just listen. So again, we're inhaling up, setting that good foundation of support as we come down. So again, sometimes less, sometimes more. Nothing wrong with kind of backing out. Try again, maybe a new approach. Again, this side might feel a little different. My kitty cat, this is Emmy. That's new. Having a my fur, my fur love with me. So again, breath, listen, feel. I'm trying not to assign any labels to any of those feelings, because it really might just be new, and it's might not be a red flag, but hi kitty. So this is self-love time. So we'll come out of that. Again, slow, steady, stay kind of curled in. Think of stacking your spine from the ground up. Give your shoulders a little love. This knee comes up, and again, you can just kind of smooth that out. Maybe your hip. And again, a little hip walk. So let's bring both feet in. We'll make our way down. You can take your legs with you and rock down, especially if your back needs it. You can do a couple, rocks like this down on your spine. Careful if you have osteo. You want to be really careful, rolling and rocking on our spine. If you want a little more core, come down slow, isometrically, link by link. And again, be mindful of your back, low back. So letting your back shuffle out, toggle the knees a little bit. So our back smoothing out. Let's take the left knee in. Right foot can stay in. And again, just a nice little recovery, especially for the back. Kind of rolling through this hip socket. breathing. Visualize that breath, that light pouring in. Especially where you might be a little extra tight, stressed. So back to center. Let's kick this leg up the wall, stretch, push that ceiling up, flex your toes, maybe a little massage. If it feels good, maybe climb up that leg, stretch, pull. Maybe this right leg kicks out, split, explore what. And again, we're down, we're just switching that out. So right knee in, hug, squeeze, roll. No perfect pose here, just refreshing. And come back, again, anchor through your back, shoulders down, heart open, crown extending to the back end of the mat. Now kick that foot up, stretch. Push that ceiling up. And again, you might have a little bend in that knee. The side might be extra tight. Massage the hamstring. You can kind of pat to get that blood flowing. Maybe behind your knee. Bring circulation into the hip. And again, maybe up. Again, keep bringing the breath. Maybe this left leg kicks out. Releasing the back a bit. Maybe circle the feet. And then we can just step in, take that foot down, landing. And then a little knee toggle, kind of swishing side to side, feet down. So knees go one way, now your head rolls the opposite way with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Now this one, let's land. Take the knees over to the left. Walk your feet in a little bit closer towards you, towards your bum. Now your left arm is reached out. Take that your hand to that top leg and pull just a little more. Maybe this knee comes up and over, trying to get to that back corner. Right arm can open up as a nice counterbalance. Breathe. And again, what feels good? Feel something. But again, we want it to just feel good, happy. And release. So you're just switching that out. Switch over to the other side. So knees to the right. Head maybe rolls to the left. Again, a little fuller twist. Nice wringing out of our spine. Wrings out the organs. Stretches the back. Hips. And release. So again, we're back to center, feet down, kind of lift your hips up, kind of a supported bridge, and then we're walking the hips down towards the feet, stretching out the back. And then you can let the feet kick out from under you, stretch the legs out, spilling out across the mat, the floor, arms out to our sides, not too close into your body, let them kind of flop out. Legs spill open, arriving to the place that we can surrender, soften, digest fruits of the practice, absorbing that light, that energy, that sun, spilling into every corner, shedding light on the dark. Breath softening, eyes sinking, closing hopefully by this point, retreating from doing and accomplishing, retreating to wellness. I am well. I am safe. I am light. So feel free to stay in this environment, this space for as long as you choose. Some of us coming back or come back. So maybe a little movement in your legs, maybe kind of rolling the toes, the feet a little bit, maybe your hands. Checking in with our skin, our physical shapes and silly feet, silly fingers. Let's take the hands up and overhead, stretch. Again, greeting the day with peace, joy, loving kindness in our hearts. Wiggle the toes, maybe you roll a little bit corner to corner at the top, stretch. Eventually feet in. And let's capture the knees again, take a nice little squeeze there, and we'll be rolling over to your right. So you're in that fetal position on your right side, your arm under your head. Just let your eyes open up again if they were still closed. Greet the sunshine, hopefully coming into your space. Bring a smile. And when you're ready, take your time. Use the strength of your arms to push you up. come in and do seated in some way, your seat of choice. A little shuffle. Sitting tall, bright. Again, sunshine in, sunshine out. Hands at our sides. Inhale, sweep up. Palms meet. Exhale, bring it to heart. Where light, love, and peace resides. We send that out to one another, across the country, across the globe, in friendship. Namaste. As Ellen says, be kind to one another. And from my heart to yours, have a beautiful day. I hope the sun shines in your day. Thank you for joining me. I'll hope to do this again soon. Thank you. Love you all.